name is Eric Miller. I'm coaching Leinster Youth past 3 seasons, and so I've been coaching around the Leinster setup. Obviously heard about the camps through affiliates and colleagues within Leinster, and I'm obviously very keen on the development of the game, especially with younger players. So it was the ideal chance for me to offer and share my knowledge and experience.
Tell me a typical day.
Well, I think that what's great about the camps is that there's a big focus on basic skills. I think that's the most important thing you can give these guys at this age. Really focusing on the fundamentals of passing, the real main parts of the game, and really hammering them home so that they go away with some tangible, hopefully with some tangible improvements in areas that are fundamental to the game, whether it's tackling or handling. So I think that's the great thing about the structure of the camps. So from that aspect, it's enjoyable to see the progression throughout the week. I only started playing rugby when I was 13, so it's again, they're all at different stages of development, but there is some raw ability out there, there's no doubt about it. So I think they'll be given now an ideal opportunity and a sample of what life might be like as a professional rugby player, because I think a lot of young guys can go in very blindly to it, thinking that it's a they know it's not an easy life, but they have the sort of blinkers on to what the demands may be, and I'm sure it's an eye-opening experience for these guys this week to see how much commitment is needed. So they get a bit of a taster for that, so they're not too surprised if and when they get the opportunity when they get older.
So when you were their age, did you have loved this?
Yeah, I would have. I mean, it was I was playing other sports at the time, but I would have loved this quality of coaching and just the game sense that's enforced in regards to that they may or may not be getting back in their own clubs. I think it's given them a great starter point, whereas I sort of relied on my own natural ability, talking from a personal perspective, really to sort of get me where I wanted to be once I left school. So these guys are getting a great opportunity, a great chance to work with good coaches who are very knowledgeable in all various aspects of the game. So it's good from that perspective.
And how important is this for Leinster in general?
Oh, it's crucial. I mean, it's all about bringing the next generation through. I mean, I had a group of guys there last week. Not one of them is from Dublin, and I think that's a testament to where the rugby in Leinster is going. I mean, having coached the youths as well, guys not necessarily from rugby schools or rugby backgrounds are starting to filter through now. So I think it's a great advertisement that the game now, not unlike the other provinces, is now Leinster. It's not just Dublin or D4 as was synonymous in years back.
So the future's bright for it?
Yeah, it should be. I mean, as long as I think it's important that the province don't take things for granted. Just because we have guys in certain areas, we've got a great setup now at underage level. I don't think we can rest on our laurels. We've got to keep probing different areas, maybe of whether Dublin City schools that I think there's still opportunities there to plug maybe areas that still aren't being tapped into from a rugby perspective. I think but they're certainly tapping into a wealth of talent that hasn't been tapped into before.
So King's Hospital, the facilities. Tell me about that.
Excellent, yeah. I mean, I hope they're not too upset that we've destroyed their pitches, because the weather hasn't been too great. There's a few dark patches, but yeah, I mean, ideal surroundings. You've got everything on site. Obviously, the boarding school, they're staying on site, and the pitches are of top quality. There's so much of an area to sort of work with, so it's enjoyable, and it's good being outside.